Alright, let's draw the rock here, and again I'm going to be using my 8B, nice and soft. So let's see how close I can get to this portrait. So this one, he's got really, it's more of a dramatic lighting and it's kind of cool. So hopefully I can capture that. So I'm going to draw one line. This is just going to be the tilt of the head. So this is going to be with the eye, and then this will be going right through the nose. Okay, and then let's just go from there, and let's say the side of the head is right around here. Just kind of, I'm pretty sure things are going to change because I'm not measuring all that accurately. Alright, so let's just go with that, and we're going to start right in the brow area right here. It's got some really strong features. So I'm just trying to rough in something first. So here's the eye. So about one eye spacing apart. So he's got a really unique eye shape here because his brow is kind of coming down. I'm gonna try to make sure to get that kind of expression in there. Then here's the eyeball. Okay, just roughly. Okay, that looks okay. So let's move on from there, and let's see. I can draw some of the brow, or I can come down. Let's go ahead and come down and draw some of his nose first. So let's see. If I continue to slant, if I go straight up from the nose, I'm looking at the reference. It's gonna meet up right around here. If I go draw like a vertical line. So I know the wings of the nose is gonna be right around here. See this angle. Just trying to measure. So from the corner of the eye, if I come down straight, this will be the other side. Okay. All right, let's go with that. The nostril is kind of flared out, so we're gonna see some of that. Okay, keep coming down. This lip shape. Okay, so this lip coming down. It's probably gonna be a little bit lower. I think I drew it way too high. Okay, line here. Come down straight. Yeah, sorry if I'm not explaining too much right now because I'm just trying to rough in something, and then we can go from there. Okay, so we come down. Let's see. It's about right. It's not too far off. So vertical line coming straight down, corner of the mouth. The lip shape might need some work, but okay, let's keep going. I'm going to erase this because this is kind of distracting me since those lines are kind of wrong. Okay. So let's go. Let's fill in the cheek area. So the width of the cheek here. Okay, that's probably okay. Somehow it's not looking like him right now. Let's see. He's looking a little feminine. All right. Okay, so maybe with more, yeah, let's see. Let's hit the brow. Come back up here. Here's the brow. Couple of shadow lines here. It's a very short brow. A little bit wider head. Okay. Now it feels a little bit better. I think when the face was too narrow, made him a little bit too feminine. Okay, and then ear, straight across, the eye. It's right around here. Okay, let's not pay too much attention to that right now. Okay, so let's get in the head. It's a little pointy. It's kind of long. Okay, this needs to be a little bit wider. The jaw can always go a little bit bigger. Yeah, right here I think needs to come down a little bit more. That'll make him a little bit more manly. Okay, and then let's see, really big neck, of course. Yeah, that really helps by having a really big neck to make it feel more manly. All right, so that's roughed out. Let's just go ahead and shade. I don't want to spend too much time now on getting things accurate. Okay, so I'm gonna start on the eyes. Let's hit the eyeball nice and dark. Shade in here. So here's the brow, and then let's see, there's gonna be one block of in the shadow here. So I'm just gonna shade that in real quick. Then this is gonna go up. A couple of lines here. There's a highlight right here. There's a lot of little details. So right here, this is I guess what they call a terminator, where the get the light and the shadow right here in the shade. Get the nose straight down. Nostril. I know it's really dark, but I'm not gonna make it too dark yet, because just in case I get the placement wrong. Okay, so this is in the shade. This one's dark here. So I'm leaving myself an out just in case I get the placement wrong. At least I can erase it out. Okay, so here's the corner of his lip. Upper lip is gonna be dark. So again, light across here, straight across. I'm just actually just do this first. So right here, let's just go ahead and, well, let's see, if I do this, I might lose the little lines I've drawn here. So let's make the eyes a little bit darker so I don't lose this. Just a little bit of highlight there. Okay, and then let's see. This round here, this little bag, this little highlight here. Okay, so now I can give it an overall shading. Well, actually, let me hit the brow a little bit first. Yeah, really short brow right here. Okay, so now I can just come in. This will help me establish, the values a little bit more. This will be all dark, or darker, not all dark. In the ear, and then let's see, right here, this is important right here, this little rim lighting on the side here. So this part's a little bit darker right here. So I'm cross-hatching just to get a little bit more even shading. So you guys can see this. Okay, so let's go. All right, let's keep going. Let's go back to this eye, because I'm afraid I'm gonna make this really messy and it's gonna get over my hand. So let's draw this first. Let's hit this. Let's see how much detail we can add here. So here's the brow, and there's gonna be one bump here. Another bump here. Turning my pencil so I get like a sharper line. This thing dips down. There's a little bit of shadow here. Fold of the skin. Corner of the eye right here is dark. Eyeball's a little darker, right? It is in the shadows. Dark here. Okay, this right here is the hottest part. Hottest part. It's the highlight. So this part's a little bit darker right here, right behind the nose. And it's got really big cheekbones. So here's the highlight. So this is in the shade a little bit. Okay. Eyebrow, this is really dark, so turning my pencil. Eyebrow, and then this is dark. I know it looks really messy. That's kind of how it is with these really soft pencils. So it's kind of fun, you know. You get to develop it slowly, and you just start feeling as you keep shading and you hit the correct spot. You slowly feel the form, you know, coming out. Like this is, you can feel this a little bit rounder now, right? Here's some highlight. Corner of the eye. So here's the highlight, but it shouldn't be as hot. It shouldn't be as bright as this because this is getting some rim lighting. So that's why you can just give it an overall shade first. Okay, so the nose, this part should be a little bit hotter, darker right here. So that would help to give contrast to the highlight there. Okay, so here's the underneath here. Give a little bit of bounce light. I know I'm exaggerating from what I see because it will really help to bring out the nose shape. Okay, so now I can draw it in deeper for the nostrils. Everything comes around. Dark hair and then a mustache. Okay, so the eye looks okay. Add a little bit of brow here. Here's the wider area right here. This gets a little bit darker here, darker here. It's a crease, and then here's the mustache. Okay, so let's work on the mouth right now. So let's come down. Start in the middle. This thing curves, and then this one curves out here. It's a little dip. This is dark. Rounds down. Okay, so upper lip is darker. Then here's the lower lip. I didn't even do much on the sketch here earlier. So underneath right here is always dark, right underneath the lip. And there's a little pouch here. So this is hotter right here. So this part is dark. That'll help bring this area out. Same thing here, but of course, it's gonna be a little bit darker. Okay, so here's facial hair. And you can see on the upper lip right here, there's like a white band, right? So just make sure you keep that because that's where his little mustache gonna be. So I'm just kind of hitting it. Just pick the spot and then just go up from there. Okay, so let's add a little bit more detail here. This part should be a little bit darker. Right here, the lip is always dark right on the corner. Darker in here, just gets tucked in. Okay, and now for, let's see, the shadow right here. Come down. Just give it a shade. Should be a little bit darker here, and then it lightens up. Lightens up right here. More facial hair. Dark, dark. Comes out here. Here's the neckline, and then let's add in some of the jawline here. So we're able to see the jaw because of the it's darker underneath the neck. So if we just shade that, that line will magically appear. So we don't have to draw like a really hard line. Dark here. Okay, so let's keep going back up. I won't spend too much time on the bottom here. There's more interesting stuff right around here. So. Okay, so let's add another pass. Here. I really don't want to draw the ear right now. So I'm just gonna hit some of the shading. Hopefully the form will come out. So like if I hit this part here, okay, just keep it real simple again, the ear. We really don't want to attract too much attention. Okay, so let's come back up here. Let's see, this part should be darker. This eyebrow coming down. This part is hot right there. Now I see those little details. That's gonna help to give this little, the brow area to kind of make it like it's really intense, right? So it's darker here, hot here, gets dark again. Even here, let's see, here's the terminator line coming down right through the middle. Some more subtle shading in here, and this part's gonna be a little darker. So let's hit this again. This part's a little bit darker too, to bring out the brow feature. This part's really dark. Really dark. I might have made it too dark. But anyway, it's a good thing, So now this kind of sets the overall scale. So now I have to make the other parts darker. So especially the eye, let's just hit that. So I'm turning my pencil and just kind of just push it in. It's really sharp. Let's bring out that eye. So now that I made this dark, I gotta make this darker as well. So let's just hit that again. Turning my pencil nice and dark. Get the shadow a little bit darker. It's gonna help to bring it out. So at this point, you kind of just go in there and look at little things. So like here, just little blotches, and you just go in there and hit it. Because everything is set already. I really can't change too much of the features on the face. So if we see something, we just kind of have to go for it. Whether or not it's all that accurate. Because right now it's all about shading and just trying to see those little things. So dark here. This one's a little bit sharper in the middle. Because the bone is right here. So that's why this one is a little bit more high contrast. See how by making this darker, now all of a sudden this looks a little bit sharper. And it flattens out here. That's why it fades off a little bit. Even down here. So these are really subtle things, but it helps to get the feature in, right? To get the bone structure in. Okay, See the nose, and right here, not too dark. Let's give this another shade. So line here. This part is a little bit darker. Comes down. Darker here. Here's his head. Okay, something is missing right here. It looks like I'm not feeling the shape. Should come down. Yeah, I think the lip area right here needs to be darker because there needs to be some kind of dividing line right here. See how it comes down? Everything else is in the shade, so it's like a kind of like half dark, half light kind of thing going on. So let's make this a little bit darker. So now we're adding another pass to the lip. Dark here, dark here, dark, nose, darker. Yeah, the nose is kind of disappearing. It should be darker. Okay, and then the facial here again. Let's hit that again. Yeah, that feels a little bit better, right? Now that darken up the lip here. Some lines. And then this needs to be really dark now. Okay. So I think the lightness is good on this drawing. Thank goodness. Now it's just a matter of shading. So now I'm really putting in the darks, but you know, it's nice to have this base already set in, right? Once you set in the kind of like the general value, now whenever I see little dark areas, I just kind of hit that, and it really helps to give it range. It's just like the lip right here. When I make this really dark, all of a sudden you feel a little bit more, right? There's a little bit more range because now I'm going from, you know, super light to super dark, and everything just kind of pops out a little bit more. So that's why when you're shading at this point, you know, don't be afraid to just hit it hard. Because the darker you go, it gives it more range. Okay, so I think this part needs to be a little bit darker as well. Okay, so at this point, I think it looks okay. I'll make this darker. So a lot of what comes next is, I don't know, what I would kind of consider grunt work, because, you know, the fun part of being messy and just drawing stuff is kind of over. Now we're just refining things and cleaning things up, you know, little things like that. It helps to bring it alive, but then it's like, I don't know, I just get really impatient, so this part gets a little bit harder for me because it just doesn't feel as fun, because I really don't like to go for hyperrealism anyways. Okay, yeah, I'm just going through. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of stuff that I can fix and draw in, and my eyes kind of all over the place. Yeah, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'll probably come back to it. I think there's some more stuff I can do, but I don't know what. So I'm just gonna walk away from this, and then when I come back, maybe if I see something, you know, something easy that I can improve it, then I'll keep going. But other than that, I think, yeah, this one's okay. It actually looks like him, so which is good. All right, not my previous drawings. All right, so hope you guys enjoy this, and you know, throughout the videos I try to explain things as much as I can. Hopefully I do a good job at doing that while trying to sketch at the same time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know what you guys want to see me draw next. Just comment below. I will see you next time.